Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a green-white blink deck featuring this new card, Fortune Loyal Steed, a 3-mana 2/4. When it enters the battlefield, you scry 2, and it's a legendary beast mount, and whenever it attacks while saddled, at end of combat, exile it and one creature that saddled it, and return those cards to the battlefield under their own control. Saddle for 1. So this basically lets you blink anything in your deck continuously. And the card I thought would work really well with it, but there's a bunch of cards that combo well with it. But we got Hide in Plain Sight, which is a 4-mana sorcery. It says look at the top 5 cards, cloak 2 of them, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. So cloak puts them face down as 2/2 creatures with ward 2. But if you blink a creature with that's been cloaked, it'll come back into play face up. And the biggest creatures we got are some big prototypes, the Steel Seraph, which is a 6-mana 5/6 or a 3-mana 3/3 with flying. At the beginning of combat, target creature gets flying, vigilance, or lifelink. We also have the 7-mana Combat Thresher, which is a 3/3 double strike. When it comes into play, draw a card, or you can play it for 3 mana as a 1/1. Or the Boulderbranch Golem, which is a 7-mana 6/5. When it comes into play, you gain life equal to its power, and prototype for 4 mana as a 3/3. So great cards to blink. These two especially have enter the battlefield ability, and this just comes back as a much bigger creature. So if you go turn 3 Fortune, turn 4 Hide in Plain Sight, you can right away saddle the Fortune, and whichever one you want to blink and have come back into play side face up, you can do that. The other cards we have are prototypes here are the Rootwire Amalgam, which is really mostly a 2-drop, so I'll put it over here. It's a 5-mana 5/5, but also a 2-mana 2/3. And you can sacrifice it to create a XX colorless golem creature where X is 3 times its power, and it gains haste until end of turn. We also have the Autonomous Assembler, which is 5-mana 4/5. Let's see. And a 2-mana 2/2 with vigilance, and 1 tap to put a +1/+1 counter on target assembly worker. So these you can blink as well and come back as the 5-mana version of them. And the other ways we can blink things are Melira, which is a 2-mana 3/3. It prevents you from getting more than 1 poison counter, but most importantly, you can exile it and choose another creature. If it's put into the graveyard, return it to the battlefield. So essentially that lets you kind of scam your creatures back. So that works really well with anything that was cloaked. It can turn it back into the side face up, or any prototype creature. So if you go turn 2 Melira, turn 3 Steel Seraph, and they go to remove the Steel Seraph, or you block with it, and it's going to go to the graveyard, and you sacrifice the Melira to save it, it'll come back as a 6-mana version of it. Same is true, of course, with the Combat Thresher or the Boulderbranch Golem. Put this in the 4-drop slot here. So the other cards we have are the Guardian of Ghirapur, which is a 3-mana 3/3 flyer, which can blink one of your creatures when it comes into play, which is useful, especially with these 2-mana prototypes. You can go kind of turn 2 Rootwire Amalgam, turn 3 Guardian of Ghirapur, blink it, and then you have a 3/3 flyer and a 5/5 on turn 3, which is pretty nice. And let's see what else. We got the Touch of the Spirit Realm, which can also blink our cards, and can also be used as removal. It has a channel ability for 2 mana to exile an artifact or a creature and return to the battlefield. Or it can use to essentially permanently exile one of our opponent's creatures or artifacts. It can also be cloaked with Hide in Plain Sight, so if you hit that off this and then you blink it, it'll come back as Touch of the Spirit Realm and can use that as removal. And we also have one of Aurelia's Vindicator. I'm just trying this out in this shell to disguise. You can disguise this on turn 3 and as a 2/2, and then if you blink it, it'll come back as a flying lifelink ward angel. So something to see, and also has kind of this disguise ability. If the game goes late, you can put a bunch of mana into it and exile a bunch of opponent's creatures, which is pretty strong. Green-white mana base, some creature lands here, and that's basically the deck. So let's jump into some games and see if we can blink our creatures to victory. Alright, blink combo on the draw. This looks decent. Okay, a couple of Meliras. I think what we'll try to do, let's see what we draw here. Amalgam into Guardian is strong. We'll try that if we draw land. Otherwise, having a Melira might be better, but... Okay, there is a land. And... Swamp Island. Okay, interesting. Alright. Attack, no Gopher Throats or anything like that. Well, we'll just play out the Guardian, see what they do. Interesting, they didn't choose to remove it at all in the first couple turns, but I mean, now they will. In response to this, if they can. No? Okay, well, a good, good start here. And get a 5/5. Okay, gonna counter the ability of brings it back. Oh, okay. That's cool. Didn't even know you could do that. But I guess you can. Alright, let's play out. Okay, I see we only have one green source here. We'll play a Melira. And then swing in the air. This has flying, no? Oh, I see. It does not have flying. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I'm fine with that trade, too. Good saved it, brought it back, but I think we want to save the Melira for one of our prototypes. Sure. And we deluge. Five mana. What they got? Let's see if they have a sweeper of some kind. Destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. Okay. So we use this. And then they cut it down or something. Or they just let that happen. Okay, interesting. Okay, well. What do we want to do here? Play another Melira? And a 2-drop? Sure, that's probably the safest. And then pump this guy. We'll attack. And, yep, attack himself. What is the... Oh, go for the throat on the Melira. Sure. Might as well do that. And then... Which one do we want to play out? I'm going to just play out another one of these, because maybe we'll play this for 5. Yeah, sure. this could be 6. Is that what that does? Yeah. 6, 6. Okay. Well, we'll see how this plays out. Another deadly cover up. Okay. Sure. What did they exile? Guardian, I think. Yep. Okay, there's a touch. But we're just going to play it as a 5/5. See what they got. The deuce, okay. Draw a card. Interesting. Okay. Well, if they don't have a removal, we could literally activate this and try to get them. Like they could have like an auto wire to bounce it. That would be really bad. We go for it. If we don't go for it, like go for the throat, path to peril, like a Tidebinder. Yeah, that would be really bad too. Let's just attack. All right. Now I think I'll just go here. I don't want to play around another sweeper here. I could, but I'm not going to. Engage, sure. Okay. And crack the clue. More Phobius. The red pill or the blue pill? Alright, just probably gonna pass and hold up 6 mana. Yep, well there's a Steel Seraph. That's a good one. I'm gonna cast this and see what happens. See if they have a counter. I mean, they do have a counter. Okay. Well, this amalgam's gonna have to go all the way. I don't know if it will. I'm gonna get them to 2 life though. And yeah. Hold up touch. This exiles, let's see. Beginning of end step, yeah. So for some reason they'd like tap out for a sweeper. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, they have to do something against this. Yep. They do like another deadly cover up. Maybe they're gonna crack the clue to draw. This is a close one. Okay, no, nothing. Play the Melira, I guess. 4 attacks. Just in case, I suppose. And go for an attack on the amalgam. Long goodbye. Okay. I don't think I need to blink this for any reason, do I? Target this. They have... What do they have? Oh, sure. Another Tidebinder, okay. That's fine. That counters the ability, but it doesn't do anything. I can still attack and blink this, right? Where's my stop? I'm gonna set a stop. And then do this and resolve. And got him. Good game. Alright, Fortune Blink combo, and looks like a decent draw here. With turn 3 Fortune, turn 4 Hide. And up against Forest Maverick. Be some sort of graveyard deck. Yeah, it might be that this budget deck I made a few weeks ago. Yep, looks like it. There's the rise the varmints. Swing. Okay, let's go Fortune here. On 3, now we get to set up the top of our deck. And that's a fine one to hit. Oh, let's say want this land, but it does guarantee that you're going to hit this off of the hide next turn, so we'll do it that way. Alright, looks like they got the rise there, so we have 2 creatures in the graveyard. Okay, let's see what we hit off of this hide. If there's anything better than... Touch is decent too. Okay, flip that over and exile something, but not great against this deck. So let's just do the 2, let's do those 2. And flip over... Which one do we want to flip over? Just do the Steel Seraph for now. Let's swing. Okay, they can block if they want, and probably should. There's no, like, downside to it, but come back and then don't need the land. Another amalgam. Don't really need that. Although I'll keep it. Let's use all my mana next turn. Because you can play it and then you can blink and get 2 big amalgams. Let's see, another forest in the grave. So they can make 2 varmints now. They wanted to. Get some lands back. Alright. Surveil. Again. Surveil's a land. Not much going on for them, though. Okay. Here we go. So let's just, assuming they don't have any sweepers here, we'll flicker this and this. We'll crew here. I'm going to turn it face up, but I think what we're going to do is crew here. And then go to combat, give this lifelink. Swing. Sure. So gain some life in case they have a big big varmint turn. Flicker this. Okay. Don't need these lands. And then we'll just go cast for prototype. And then blink it with Guardian. And this gives us a ton of damage. Because this can turn to a 15/15. And this can give it flying. So that's more than 20 in the air next turn. Yep. Varmints for days. They could play. What does this do? When it becomes plotted. Okay. Recruiter. Yep. We have some 5/5s back to block. So I don't think it's enough. Enough for them. But they can swing anyways. Which is fine. Yep, we'll just block, farm it, block, farm it, block, farm it, and take the rest. Sure. Alright, I just want to do this because it's more fun. Making giant 15/15s. And give this lifelink. Why not? Alright, GG. Alright, blink combo here on the play. Bunch of prototypes. Hopefully we draw something to blink it out. Just play the tap land and turn 2 Assembler, turn 3 Seraph or Thresher. Up against Mayor McCheese. That's probably not a good matchup. Alright. So yeah, it looks like they're that lands combo deck. Be tough to try to race them, but I guess that's what we have to do. Don't have much like graveyard disruption or counter spells or anything, so not sure what we're gonna do against this, but maybe they will time out. What's this pet? Plant of some sort. Doesn't have an animation though. Unless wait, this? No? No animation? Broker's hideout. Googly eyes. Always solid. Alright, deciding. Okay, another land. Oh, okay, there's a Guardian. I think we'll just cast that and blink this after we attack. Just to, that's probably the quickest clock we can get to have a chance here. So 4/5 and can vigilance and put a counter on itself. Maybe we can give lifelink to it as well. Alright, this is spelunking when things start to get out of control. Yep. And they can play another land, I think. I know, they played the land. Third land and fourth land, yeah. Okay, so we got Steel Seraph flooded, but that's okay. Let's target here. Give it a lifelink. Attack. 2 attackers, and then pump itself. Okay, down to 12. So this is 6 plus. Okay, this is actually lethal next turn in the air. So that's pretty good. But they could have a sweeper, they could have. Oh gosh, Nissa. Never what you want to see. You could have literally infinite mana this turn. But I don't know if they have, like, if they can go after Math Analyst and sacrifice it, so that is good, but 4 mana, so they could play a board sweeper. I have to discard something with 6. And it would, okay, there's the Analyst. But again, we do have, there's Explosion, okay. So they will have to destroy their own Nissa, which is nice. We'll see if they have another Virtue to take out the Assembler. Will they McCheese me? Oh, yep. They did have another 7. Okay. Ay. Okay, so playing a Assembler. Play a Thresher and try to draw a land so they could play both of these in one turn. That is an option. Otherwise, yeah, I think that might be the best play here. Try to hit a land. There we go. Of course, if they have another sweeper, it's not so great, but this is okay. This pumps other assembly workers. It's a construct. Alright, I've used 1 ill-time explosion, 1 Nissa. But they can go Aftermath Analyst, get all their lands back, which... Oh no, not this turn then. Oh yes, this turn. Comes into play on tap, of course. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of mana for them. But they're going to wait. Smart. Try to block first. But I'm going to give the Assembler flying here. So they are going to have a lot of, let's say, have a counterspell. Mana next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 4 lands back. Is it better to pump here or just play another Melira? Not quite sure, but I'm gonna guess I'm gonna say playing the Melira is better. Because if they have another ill-time explosion, this at least protects a little bit from that. Okay, so let's give... It doesn't really matter. But we'll give the assembler flying. And get there for 2. Yep. Gonna gain a bunch of life, get a bunch of mana. So I think this game is about over. They had to have exactly the ill-time explosion plus 7 drop, but they did. Okay. Take 2. Yep. Alright, now 10 mana. Play the Virtue. 1,000,000 mana. Alright, Mayor McCheese. Just do it. I guess they could, the ill-time explosion. Requires a victory on the Melira, sure. Use it on Combat Thresher. And another land, okay. So they'll go up to 6 mana. Can't flash back either of those, but... Oh, well, there's an ill-time explosion. Oh, interesting. I don't think that works exactly. Oh, they're just going to use it to draw. And another abdomen. Okay. Sure. Alright, well, let's see. This can be hard cast. There's a 5/4, might as well do that. And this can give flying, and this can give flying. And swing for some amount. This again does threaten a lethal attack, but at this point, they have so much mana that I don't think it's going to matter. Unless they make a mistake. Which is possible. Oh, yep. Tap, untap. Land. Yep. Virtue, yep. So everything taps for 3 more. I mean, if they use this, if they just have nothing here, they can at least gain a bunch of life, so. But there's another Virtue. Sure. Yep, it's gonna be loading 6 mana. See how many basics I have left. Everyone's favorite deck to play against. This has got to be by far like the worst matchup because we just have no disruption or no counter spells, no graveyard. Disruption. No, just nothing? Just nothing? Okay. So I'm gonna give things lifelink, I guess. Yeah. Unless there's like attack, pump itself. Get him down to 4. Play out the land. Needed something there. Memory Deluge. Certainly 2 Memory Deluges should be enough to fireball me, put me out of my misery. Cheese me out of the game. Probably all their basics. So each one is 9? Alright, somebody in the comments. Okay, I was gonna say calculate how much they're gonna fireball me for. Well, 40 was fine, but not quite the optimal number, in my opinion. GG. Alright, Fortune Blink combo. This looks fine. Turn 2, turn 3. Let's just go tap land on 1. And then Thicket into Amalgam, resolves. Okay, that was quick resolve. We can use the, ooh. Well, I'm just gonna say, I should probably just get rid of that, because this can target effects. Yeah. That's gonna make our life pretty miserable if we don't get rid of it. Let's say we could have Boseiju it, but this also takes it out. Oh, speaking of another artifact to get rid of. Play out the land. I think we just keep targeting their artifacts here. Let's see if okay, well, I think we have 3 of these Touch of the Spirit Realms. We draw land, we can... Ooh, tap land, okay. Well, I still don't want to have to deal with all those, well, I think we'll just keep going. Keep going, exile. Exile your stuff. I was gonna say all these Touch of the Spirit Realms might be too many, but... Ooh, maybe we should have attacked first and then tried to blink it, but let's see what we got. So now we can do, yeah, we'll do Fortune. Yep, and then Melira here. Okay, just gonna counter everything. Okay, no cards left for them. We've got some stuff here. Okay, this is... we'll just prototype this. Almost can hard cast it. We'll prototype it, gain some life. Discard the by invitation only, okay. And draw 2, discard, sure. Looking for something. Okay, let's play this out. In case they have another one of those removal spells. We can... Alright, nothing there. Cast out the Guardian as well. Maybe another counter spell? No, just going to remove the land. It's fine. Search for planes. Okay, Guardian blinks there and comes back. This is 6/5. Okay, gonna discard. And again, they don't draw anything though. I think they are not realizing what they're doing, but I had lethal here, so counterspell. Not gonna do it. We had, I think we had 12 damage. Yeah, we had 12 damage, so. Alright, GG. Alright, blink combo. We've got some decent draw here. Got Amalgam on 2. And then Thresher or Touch on 3. Hide in plain sight on 4. See if it's good enough. What? Double mulligans? Wow. Okay. Okay, well. Let's favorite matchup here. Okay, there's a Vindicator. That could be useful. Against a red deck. Okay, really good start for them. And play out the Amalgam as a blocker. And then we'll probably we'll have to touch the Belden next turn. Swifty swings. Put up blocks on. Doesn't really matter, I guess. They have, yeah, I'll just go here. But they have the monster. That's pretty bad. Me. Okay. See if we can. Guardian versus touch. Let's go for touch the spirit realm. Exile. Probably the trample. I think what's worse than having to block this would be bad. What do our next couple turns look like? Yeah. That's a close call. Which one to exile? Okay, that gets us down to 5, and that's Exacxis. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up. Today we had a fun one built around Fortune Loyal Steed. I would say I had about a 50% win rate with this. You know, this deck is a little slow. Mono red is, a challenging matchup just because you have nothing to do on turn 1. So being on the play is really important. But you can get some good draws against them. For example, Steel Seraph having lifelink or the Vindicator having lifelink, and the Boulderbranch Golem gaining a bunch of life could be pretty powerful. But overall, the deck was, I would say, okay. Probably more of a casual deck than anything, but certainly fun. Let me know what you think of the deck in the comments below. Any changes you might make, any improvements you could think about if there was any. I couldn't think of any good 1-mana creatures or spells to play in this deck, but maybe there's a way to make this curve a little bit better. But overall, there was some powerful stuff going on with Fortune. Definitely a card to kind of keep in mind too. Going forward with any cards that come out that are like kind of like prototypes, but also cards that have good enter the battlefield abilities are pretty good with Fortune because it can blink things every turn, and so that ability is powerful for sure. All right, well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.